All right. In today's session, we are going to learn about Crystal Agile methodology. What it is? Now we are going to learn Crystal Agile methodology. This is the one of the Agile framework. It is the one of the Agile framework. Okay, it will focus on individuals and their interactions. What it will do, the Crystal Agile methodology, okay, it will focuses on individuals and their interactions as opposed to processes and tools. It is opposes to what it is, some processes, inbuilt processes and inbuilt tools. This Crystal Agile methodology doesn't use any predefined processes to work or to develop a particular project. Even it won't use a predefined tools too. What is the predefined process and some tools here? So the process in the sense whatever the classical process or methods, approaches which we have seen in earlier sessions. What are those? Okay, each and every process has 5 steps or 4 steps. Okay, activities or phases. Okay, first of all, we should do this one, next step. Okay, follow this one, third step, follow this one, fourth step, this one. Like that, here we are going. Okay, basically 5 phases for each and every process. Right? So, in this Crystal Agile methodology, we are not following any particular phases here. We are not following any particular phases here. Okay, you need to go for first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Not like that. Not like even waterfall model. Okay, not like any incremental or prototype, any kind of model here. Just what we are doing here, we are focusing on individuals and their interactions. What it is? Individuals and their interactions. Which means, okay, it's depend on a particular project team. Okay, development team. What they want to do, let them do. No suggestions, no such kinds of rules, rules and framed regulations. So they'll do in their own way. They'll follow their own process. They want to follow, that's their wish. They don't want to follow any kind of process and tools, that is also up to them. Okay, nobody is going to ask them. So it is purely depend on the development team itself. Development team itself. Why? Because okay, those are the talented enough to choose which process is best. And also, okay, is there any need of following some kind of processes or not? Which kind of things are suitable to this particular project? Accordingly, they'll work on that. Okay, they don't go for any kind of timetables. They don't go for any kind of things while doing on this work. I mean, predefined structure. They don't follow existing predefined structures. Okay, they'll do in their own, or maybe they'll mix up the all the process methods. Okay, somebody directly work on, first of all, first of all somebody will work on some documentation, or somebody directly go for okay, what execution unit, which means some coding part, or somebody they'll start directly designing part. So like that, for each and every feature or for each and every story, there is a set of rules and regulations to follow, isn't it? In general cases, okay, for each and every module or subpart of a particular project, in subparts also following some process in earlier methodologies, but here, okay, so here each and every modules or each and every part of a some project work may have some, okay, functions, some types of work, some types of jobs to finish. So they'll take individual decisions on working on each and every module of a project. So at that time, the team members would feel which one is the better to that particular, okay, module execution. They'll go with that. They'll go with that. Okay, and for second function, for suppose for module 1, which means sub program 1, they'll follow some incremental model kind of work. Assume that just. Okay, after that, if they will go for a second module, they may use waterfall model. And if they'll go for third module, they may use some prototype kind of model. So like that, that is, okay, individual to each and every module. That's depend upon the team members. Clear? So this kind of methodology is called a crystal agile methodology. If there are need of suppose some complex problems is there in particular execution of particular function, they may recruit more number of team members. They need more people to develop on some module. They'll take more people or they'll add more people. Okay, if somewhere they don't need that much of people, means they'll decrease the people. So based on the project nature, okay, they'll take the decisions dynamically. This is one kind of dynamic methodology, which means, so the team members, the persons who are worked for that particular project will take decisions dynamically. They want to increase the team size, they can. They want to decrease the team size, they can. And also, if if they want to follow some waterfall model, okay, they can. They want to follow some a prototype model, they can. Everything, whatever, okay, and that people will think it is suitable to this particular project, accordingly they'll follow or they'll go through that particular method. Otherwise they'll establish even some prototype, even we have talked about even prototype method also, na? So what is the prototype method? In prototype method, they'll build themselves in own designs or own coding technologies, everything, okay, self building. If they don't want any kind of process and tools, what are the available in existing, in existing, so they don't want to use those kind of tools and process, okay, their own, they can prepare, okay, they can made their own rules and regulations to build this, to construct this particular project or to develop this particular project. Maybe they can what made some new tools, or they can frame some new process, everything. But here there is one more thing is also there. They will think whatever the process, whatever the methods, whatever the rules and regulations they will follow to develop one project, they'll think for up to that project only, or that up to that method I mean module only. They won't use the same technologies to, they won't apply the same technologies, methodologies, tools to the other project. Okay, so in such a creative manner, the team members will be working on a particular project. This kind of okay, development of a project is called a crystal. Crystal in the sense it's little bit sometimes we may use the word crystal clear. Okay, we are able to see anything, okay, clearly, isn't it? So this process is also like that only. So they'll select the process and the tools, methods or rules and regulations, whatever, okay, that is purely based on a project and a project team, development team. All right. So see the second point. In other words, the framework is direct outgrowth of the one of the core values articulated in Agile manifesto. Articulated in Agile manifesto. Already we have some manifesto, which means manifesto in the sense some rules and regulations, or some here for Agile frameworks there are 12 principles are there. Okay, we have seen those 12 principles in starting of this unit, isn't it? So those are the some principles, rules and regulations which everybody should follow. Okay, which person is going to develop a project by using agile methodology, that person should follow, okay, the 12 rules mandatorily. Okay, at least the the rules of that particular Agile manifesto, isn't it? So here also there are two, okay, core beliefs are defined in that particular Agile manifesto. If we'll see those, first of all, teams can find ways on their own to improve and optimize their workflows. So what is the teams are going to do here? Teams can find a way, their own way, okay, to improve and optimize their workflows. The teams has the rights to choose their own ways to implement that particular project, right? And coming to the second point, every project is unique and always changing. Okay, whatever it is, every project is unique here. If the team will develop another project, if the team is going to develop another project, means they'll change their methodology, everything, okay, decisions or something. How they are going to change? Based on that particular project, right? So that's why for each and every project they'll be work uniquely and always changing, which is why that project teams is best suited to determine how it will tackle the work. So completely based on a nature of a project. Okay, nature of a developing project, they'll take the decisions, isn't it? So that's why this crystal method is unique to one project to another project, not only for one project. They'll choose one methodology for execution of module 1. They may go for second methodology to execution of a module 2. Okay, it may vary within the project itself. They are trying to implement uniquely each and every subpart of a project. So they'll show their mark on that particular project. So each and everything should be a unique one. There is no comparison. Okay, they didn't follow any particular process to implement everything. If you understand one thing, okay, automatically we can't understand the second thing, how they were implemented like that. Why? Because those are unique implementations. Clear? And if we'll see that next slide of this one. Here, the traits of some Cook Burns is a Crystal methodology. Okay, I think father of the Crystal methodology, Cook Burns. So he has some, he defined some characteristics for this particular Crystal methodology. Okay, if you'll see those one, so some of the few characteristics of this Crystal methodology are, first one is human powered. It is a human powered one, which means humans have the overall rights to, okay, take decisions, implementation, everything. Humans in the sense here, the implementing team, developing team, they'll take their decisions, own decisions, okay, to do the work. And coming to the second one, it is adaptive. It is adaptive one, which meaning it doesn't have any fixed tools. Okay, it doesn't have any fixed tools and rules and regulations. If they want to change any kind of tool, any kind of rule, any kind of process, also they can do their own. They'll ready to work, okay, or new things. Okay, so this kind of nature is called a adaptive nature. They can adapt the situations, they can handle any kind of situations to solve that particular project. They are ready to develop that one in a different manner or unique manner, isn't it? So that is the second one of the trait of a agile crystal model. Third one is ultralight. Ultralight means, why it is ultralight means it doesn't have any kind of much documentation and reporting sessions. Even they don't report for anyone. But in Scrum, okay, we have some Scrum meetings, isn't it? Every day there should have, they would have some Scrum meetings or stand-up meetings. What are those? Every day evening, the development team will report the what they have, I mean, which kind of work has been done, what are the improvements on that particular project, okay, what are the changes, everything they should report the some what project manager or what who is that person, Scrum Master. They'll intimate to Scrum Master and some project manager, like that people. But here there is no such kind of reportings to anybody, and also it is also having less documentation. So before going to start this class, I have stressed about this documentation. Why? Because you will get this point in this concept too, right? So automatically the process is very light. Without documentation and without reporting anything means, okay, it's very lightweight process, isn't it? And coming to the strengths of a crystal, or first one is all teams work the way they deem most effective. So how much how much the project need efforts, that much they will be put on that particular project, and they will try to finish off that project. They will take their individual decisions to complete that one. Then their main motive is, okay, to get efficient outcome from that particular project. For reaching that one, so they'll take their own decisions while working on that particular project, isn't it? Right. So that's why it's a individual, what we call it as, it may call it some individual work compared to other methodologies, isn't it? It has some individual nature on each and every project, or on each and every module of that particular project. And coming to the second one, it facilitates direct team communication, transparency, and accountability. So whatever the work they are doing, it is everything will be a transparent one. Okay, they'll take the decisions on their own, but okay, while working on that particular what function or particular thing, they'll exhibit everything. We are working like this, like this. We are working, okay, for this particular function or for this particular module like this. This is the way we are going. So like this, they'll show and they'll tell everything about the superiors of that project. They'll work in their own way. Okay, they'll follow their own decisions, but whatever the decisions they have taken towards that particular project, they should, okay, clearly show or inform to a, okay, superiors who are there. So that's why it is very transparent one. Okay, for example, now every day I'm taking the attendance. How I'm taking the attendance? Okay, based on your here some what participants, based on some participants list. So these participants are, okay. So each and every participant can check the attendance itself. Now I told you to the today's class only 51 students are there, like that. Okay, so 51 members are able to see that attendance too, isn't it? Which means this attendance is transparent one, or participants list is transparent one for each and every meeting. So you are able to see that students, how many who are the attended for today's class, not only me. If it is, okay, uh, uh, if it can't open for you, means it's not a transparent one for everyone, but it is opened by any one of the person, any one of the participant, isn't it? If you will open now, so 51 participants, so with roll numbers you are able to see each and everyone, isn't it? So participants in a Zoom meeting are transparent. So like this, here the any work, okay, any decision they have taken towards the completion of this project should be a transparent one. They won't maintain any secrecy, but they'll go for individual methods to finish off that works. That's it. Okay, they'll follow some unique, okay, unique kind of tasks. I mean, rules and regulations, some implementation specialties. They'll do like that, but while working, but after working, it will be a transparent for everyone, isn't it? This is such kind of work. And the third point is the adaptive approach lets team respond well to change requirements. Okay, they will be work on, so it will respond to each and every team members. If they want to change additional modifications on that particular project also, they'll do easily without going, I mean, without feel that is a complicated one, isn't it? So they can do any kind of modifications further in future. So these are the strengths of a crystal methodology. Coming to the weaknesses of crystal methodology. So here lack of predefined plans, it can lead to some creep, which means here they don't have any pre-planned to work on that, isn't it? So if without planning, if we are doing one work means it may lead to some kind of okay delays, some delayed situations may raise. Okay, without planning also we can complete our tasks, isn't it? So everything it's not a planned one. In a life, every day we are going to do multiple number of tasks. So maximum most of the tasks will be without a planning. Some it will be done automatically. Okay. So like this, if we are going without any planning means it may finish off within a time or it may lag or it may take some more time to finish off that particular work, isn't it? If you will go for to draw some amount from ATM, right? Most probably in nowadays in ATMs not that much crowd, only one person or two persons maximum people. But in some days unexpectedly the nearby ATMs all are blocked or otherwise that machines are don't have the money. It seems some problems will raise in nearby machines or nearby some banks. Automatically one ATM in front of one ATM, the more people will be gathered to draw the money. Okay, such kind of situations will arise in life, isn't it? So this is also like that. We are going, they are executing this particular kind of project without any planning. At that time what they feel this is better to this particular project, so they are following to I mean, through that, and they'll finish off the work. Sometimes there may be a chance to delay that project because of okay lack of pre-planning. And coming to the second one, lack of documentation can lead to confusion. So already we have discussed this point. In this also, they didn't concentrate much on the documentation. So some documentation is not there means some after okay someday somehow they need to understand or something. So they should understand live itself. They don't have any kind of documentation to refer, isn't it? So because of this one also there may be chance to get little confusions. All right. So this is about crystal Agile methodology. This Agile methodology is a dynamic one in nature. Okay, while going through this kind of development of a project, so it will take dynamic decisions, runtime decisions. Whatever they want to do, they can do at that time to finish off that particular job. Okay, they made to meet the some efficiency, isn't it? So the development team has the rights on that particular, not rights, it's some freedom to work on this kind of particular project. So by this they will show some effective outcome on this particular product. Okay, this is about some crystal agile methodology. Thank you.